I'm Adelaide Miller, and oh, let me like that post quick. Oh, and look at that story. Oh, wait. Social media is generally viewed as a positive application, and it's a great way to stay connected with old friends and meet new ones. However, there can be risks involved. Social media can have a negative impact on teenagers' mental health, self-confidence, personal image, communication skills, and more. Let's dive in as I break down the positive and negative aspects of social media, the risks involved with its use, and the intriguing statistics behind these increasingly used social platforms. As I stated before, social media helps people to stay in touch and connect with online communities. Connection with others is more important for teenagers than any other age group, making social media an important part of their lives. Social media is also known as a place for self-expression, and it helps build hobbies and form identities, which can be crucial in a teenager's development. However, there is evidence that social media can cause mental health issues. In particular, anxiety and depression are big problems that are on the rise, and many wonder if social media could be the reason why. One study of 12 to 15-year-olds found that those who used social media for at least 3 hours a day had significantly higher mental health issues than those who limited their social media usage. Social media users also report feelings of exclusion, which seems counterintuitive as social media programs are meant to bring people together. Social media usage can also lead to serious self-image and eating disorders, as everything that teens see is the perfect and ideal version of people's lives. Finally, social media actually mirrors an addiction in the brain's reward center, especially when using becomes excessive. Social media usage can also lead to a variety of behavioral issues, beginning with sleep, as roughly 1/3 of teens report scrolling social media until at least midnight. Research shows that these excessive users have a lot more trouble sleeping once they finally stop scrolling, of course. Social media can also negatively affect their attention span, ability to retain information, and the way they communicate with others. Social media also distracts teenagers from completing homework, exercising, and hanging out with their family and friends. With the number of social media users on the rise, the scientific community is cranking out essential data on the numbers and statistics between these apps and their users. Findings do show that the effects of social media on teenagers depends on a wide range of factors, such as what they view and the content they produce, the amount of time they spend on the programs, the age and maturity level of those using it, their background level of personal restraint, their self-regulation skills, and their comprehension of risk. But how many teens even use social media? Well, one estimate shows that 95% of teens aged 13 to 17 use social media. Of those, 51% of teens admit to using social media at least once a day and often more. 36% of teenagers using social media admit that they spend far too much time on these social apps and programs and that it would be nearly impossible for them to give it up. Fortunately, with careful limits and boundaries, it seems that social media has significantly less issues. Teens can utilize time limits to restrict excessive usage and keep social media experiences positive. Teenagers should talk to their parents and friends to collectively support each other so that usage does not become excessive. They can also emphasize face-to-face contact and set their own standards, such as not using social media until they've completed all their homework or not taking their phone with them to the dinner table. So in conclusion, social media is widely used among teenagers and it doesn't appear to be leaving anytime soon. These apps can have good or bad effects depending on how the teens choose to use them. Many see social media as merely a positive way to connect with their friends, show their creative side, and more. However, excessive usage can lead to mental health issues, eating disorders, self-image issues, attention span problems, difficulty sleeping, and more. Thankfully, there are ways to control whether your social media experience will be positive or negative. Truly, your social media experience depends on you. What you do affects what you will become. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, the future depends on what we do in the present. Keep these words in mind as you navigate the wide range of social media platforms available today. Thank you.